Yes, y'all, and you don't stop. It is time for the webinar I've been promising to so many of you for a few weeks. This one is called Veggie Powered: Why Plants Destroy Fat Better by Sean Smith, which is me. Here's what I'm covering. Why body fat has to go. Okay. The dangers of a SAD diet. Okay. SAD is Standard American Diet. And how plants kill fat for you. Okay. That's me in the bottom right hand corner. All right. I'm smiling at you. Welcome. I really hope you enjoy this presentation. I am doing this for the first time with this audience. And I've worked to put in some time researching, and I think that I've got some good content for you. So without further ado, let's. Who is this webinar for? Look, my focus here is on plant-based weight loss. Okay, I am putting this presentation together for people who want to lose harmful body fat, not just weight. For people who don't want to trade abs for cancer, right? What's the point in being on a diet that's gonna, get you the 8-pack, but isn't gonna sustain you with nutrients? That's a waste of time. That's hustling backwards. I'm doing this for folks who want to improve the blood pressure, for folks who want to destroy the bad cholesterol, for people who want to lose fat, right, without losing energy, hair, or falling into depression because they're lacking so many of their vital nutrients. And I'm doing this for people who want to make health a lifestyle, not a checkpoint. So who am I? My name's Sean. I'm the founder of Black Health HQ. Many of you already know that, but for those who either haven't checked their emails in a while, or for people who just, have just never stumbled upon us, this is what we do. And I'm currently finishing up a PhD in communication at the University of Texas at Austin. So researching is what I love. Okay. I have over 6 years of teaching and research at the university level. So instructing and teaching is also what I love. Okay. And I study habits. Right? Good habits make good people. It doesn't matter if we're talking about eating or business. It's all the same. So developing powerful habits makes you a powerful person. But the sad truth is that even though I study habits, and even though I do all this scholarship, I struggled with an unhealthy lifestyle, and it's honestly just better for me. Now look, I'm in this photo, right? And I think I look good. You understand? Like, I just came back from a workout that day. I took off the shirt. I was like, oh yeah, I got that nice pump in the chest, right? I'm working out, okay? And I'm flexing as hard as I can, right? That was all the ab that I had. And do not get me wrong. There is nothing wrong with this body type. There's nothing wrong with this with this figure. But the problem is that when I went to the doctor and they told me that I had high blood pressure, high bad cholesterol, right? That's when I was like, hold on, man, I'm only 26 years old. How are you going to tell me my blood pressure is high and I'm working out? And can't you see I look good? Look at this selfie, right? The issue is not about the body. The issue is about the blood pressure and the unhealthy habits that defined the body, right? That was the reason and purpose for the body. And I had that dangerous belly fat. I don't know if you're like me, but I have belly fat and it stores right in that midsection. Okay, right on the stomach. It's nowhere else. It's nowhere else, right? And so this is some of the most dangerous belly fat that you can have. Okay, and so for me, I was like, look, I know what blood pressure does. I understand that hypertension is on the way, right? Cholesterol, I understand that heart disease is on the way. So I was like, look, I need to get into some research. I need to do something, right, to research my way out of this. Okay, because I'm tired of always sucking in my gut at 26. Right, this is an issue. Okay, so I got to research and I got to Googling, I got to reading, I got into these research journals, right? Being at the university, I have access to all types of medical journals. So I was like, look, let me do something. And yeah, the plant-based habits that I was able to develop, they transformed me. Okay, I torched my body fat. No more high blood pressure, no more high cholesterol, very few changes in exercise. Okay, I mean, honestly, I could have done I keep my exercise program the exact same and get the exact same results. Okay, and I finally have abs. Like, I thought I was one of those people that just couldn't get abs, but they're there, and that is not Photoshop. That really is a disheveled towel on the left hand side, and that really is my spot. And man, I can't tell you how good it feels to walk around with a flat gut, but not just the flat gut, but knowing that the blood pressure is under control, knowing that the cholesterol is under control, right? No more waking up in a fog and feeling all depressed and low, right? Every day I wake up feeling normal. Okay, now I'm not going to cover it in this presentation, but honestly, I think depression has as much to do, okay, with genes as it does with the foods that we are consuming. All right, and I'm gonna save that for another presentation, but it's real. Change your diet and watch how you feel. Okay. For black folks, look, the statistics are in. Okay, obesity in the U.S. by age and race. This is coming from U.S. News and World Reports, right? So at every age group, black folks are killing the game in obesity. Killing the game. Isn't it crazy that we also have the highest levels of heart disease, right? Heart disease, by the way, is the #1 killer. And don't nobody die better from heart disease than black folks. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we're #1 in heart disease, #1 in high blood pressure, #1 in diabetes. Okay, black men get prostate cancer at the highest levels. So the idea that this isn't connected to our food is a mistake. And look, I study communication, I study society. I understand this is not the fault of black folks, right? Food deserts are real. Yeah, and also don't forget about this. I saw this new book that just came out talking about post-traumatic slave diet. Okay, so yeah, we understand that years and years of having particular habits of eating forced on to Afro-Americans has created these pockets of disease, and it's this that I'm looking to combat in any small way that I can. Right, and so if I feel like I have some information, I'm at least going to put it out there and let people do as they will with it. So check it out. You ever met somebody that said, I don't even eat that much, and then you watch them eat and they actually don't eat that much? How is it possible to have a lot of body fat but not really eat that much? It's because people don't understand that the type of calories matter. Where you get your calories matter. Okay, that's why we choose plants. Plant-based weight loss, in my opinion, is healthiest, safest, and easiest. Here's why your $120 gym membership alone won't cut it. Check out this slide. We got 2 slices of Little Caesars pepperoni pizza at 560 calories. Okay, that means that you would have to do 65 minutes, an hour of moderate cycling just to burn that off. You like them 28 tortilla chips? All right, that's 57 minutes of Zumba. A can of Coke is almost a half hour walking. 10 pigs in a blanket, better hit the yoga for an hour. Okay, 4 Oreos, that's an hour and a third of weightlifting. And being real, honestly, I've sat down and I can eat all of this in one sitting. But just think about how much exercise I would have to do in order to burn off everything that I ate. I'm never going to outrun my mouth. I'm never gonna squat more and burn more calories squatting than I can take in eating a pizza, and I can eat, right? So there's one more issue though. Some people say, oh well, I go hard, I can do 3 hours of Zumba, and I don't even eat all like that. Well, there's just one issue. The problem is that even if you can say you work out super hard, anytime you take in that ho-ho, eat that ho-ho if you want to, say you eat it, okay, you're going to find that your glucose levels, your blood sugar levels are going to rise exponentially. Why? Because the sugar that is inside of that ho-ho is too much for your body to make use of in the current moment, right? You don't need 40 grams of sugar in a 2-minute period. Your body has no reason to require that much glucose unless you're already depleted, right? Unless you are, start like hanging on for dear life, right? So what happens? Well, the pancreas gets wind that the sugar, this new food, has entered into the body, and so it sends out a hormone called insulin. That's right. You've heard about this. It sends out a hormone called insulin in order to deal with the sugar. Typically, insulin is going to push the sugar into the cells and feed the cells, right? But what happens when you give the body too much insulin? Insulin does another thing. It tells the body to store fat. This is the reason that you cannot burn fat and store fat at the same time, right? Your body it's got one switch. It can do one or the other. So you've got this insulin. It's trying its best to deal with all the excess sugar that you put into your own body from the ho-ho, right? In so doing, you've now triggered your body to store fat, right? Because it has to do something with this excess sugar. So it's going to store it as fat, as energy for later, okay? But there's one problem. When you get to this cartoon dude, like say you were to actually look like this, which, a lot of us do, the body fat itself now makes it difficult for insulin to do its job, right? Insulin can no longer push sugar into the cells. And so what happens when you have random bits of sugar just hanging out in your bloodstream to wreak havoc on your vascular walls, right? On your blood vessels. It's called diabetes. And that's what we're dealing with, right? So when I talk about weight loss, when I talk about not just weight loss, but fat loss, okay, we're talking about it for a reason. Like, it would be, in a perfect world, it's cool just to be heavy. That's fine if it didn't come with the diabetes, right? If it didn't come with the heart disease, then we'd be all right with you being heavy, right? So the point of this is to say that even if you were to work out right after you eat that Little Caesars or right after you eat that ho-ho, that's not going to stop your insulin levels from rising through the roof, right? That's not gonna stop the excess blood sugar and glucose from remaining in your blood vessels. Yeah, like you're still going to be storing fat because you're not burning it off at the rate at which you're storing it. So this is one of the reasons that you find people who say, oh man, I just can't lose weight. I don't even eat that much. Well, it's because of what you're eating. The type of calories matter. Even if, again, going back to this question, even if you were to burn calories, right? All the calories, okay? Say you were to hit the bike every time you had the ho-ho. The problem is you still don't know whether or not you're burning fat or muscle. All you can see is that the weight is coming down. And so when we're thinking about actually being healthy, we need to understand that our goal is fat loss. It's not just weight loss, right? You ever seen people who are sort of skinny fat? Folks who have guts, but they're like 120 pounds, right? Weight loss is not, I don't care if you're 200 pounds. I just want it to be 200 healthy pounds. Yeah? And so if you're not getting the right amount of carbs, fats, and protein, you will burn muscle and you will retain the fat. Okay, so it's really important to make sure that you're paying attention not just to how many calories you're getting, but the type of calories you're getting. Here it is, folks. This is why we can't outrun the mouth. This is the standard American diet, the SAD diet. Okay, 62% of it is processed foods. It's oils, it's sweets, it's refined grains. 25% is meats, eggs, dairy, and fish. 10% is unrefined plant foods, the fruits and veggies that we need in order to give us nutrients. Right? And I bet out of that 10%, 6% is probably just straight up potatoes. Right? Potatoes count as a vegetable, so, there it is. And then 2.5% are whole grains. Even the little sticker here says that it promotes chronic disease and suppresses immune function. And that's putting it lightly, folks. We haven't even gotten to cholesterol yet. If you had to guess, how many 4 to 11-year-olds would you say have signs of heart disease? Look, if you guessed 33%, you'd be wrong. If you guessed 44%, you'd be wrong. It's 75% according to the American Journal of Medical Sciences. Right? And so anytime you go ahead and dip down and have, we got our ho-ho down there. Look at the photo. We got the fruit roll-ups. Okay, we got the Lunchables. The fats from the processed foods, they come with cholesterol. Cholesterol a problem. Here's the issue. When cholesterol collects, in the arteries, it forms little fatty balls, you could say, that end up lining the artery walls. Okay, these fatty balls, these fatty sort of wax-like material is called atheromas. Okay, they block oxygen to the heart, and you know where this is going. These atheromas account for 2/3 of all myocardial infarctions. Okay, and that's just a big word for heart attacks. So yeah, every time you're snacking on these things, and we're giving them to the kids early, right? Get them the chicken nuggets. Go ahead and give them that, we call it, the Happy Meal, right? Already they're starting to build up atheromas in their little arteries, and it's going to end up causing complications down the line. It's no wonder why heart attacks are the leading cause of death in the US, and growing. So why plants? Why not just eat lean meats and fresh veggies? Take a look at this chart on the right hand side of your screen. It says WHO, right? WHO is the World Health Organization classification of red and processed meats. Anytime, right, the World Health Organization is coming out and saying, yeah, we think this meat might be a problem, it causes cancer. You know that they've probably known it for years, right? And I'm just gonna explain a little bit about the meat that we're eating. Look, it's high. It sends our IGF-1 hormones through the roof. IGF-1 is a growth factor hormone that's very useful for us when we are in the embryonic stage, right? When we're growing throughout childhood. But when we are eating meat constantly as adults, it's going to end up duplicating our cells out unnecessarily. And the unnecessary replication of cells, we know, is cancer, right? And so IGF-1 hormone inside of your body skyrockets with meat consumption, and it's also linked with cancer. High IGF-1 levels increase the risk of prostate, colon, and breast cancer. That's coming from my man, Dr. Furman, from his 2014 book, The End of Dieting. Okay. Research, by contrast, from Cell Metabolism indicates that low meat diets reduce IGF-1 levels, heart disease, risk for diabetes, and cancer risk in people 65 years old and younger. That's likely you. All right, low meat diets, people who reduce and scale back meat diets, all right, are less likely to suffer from heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. People who eat high amounts of plant protein do not raise IGF-1 levels and therefore do not risk diabetes, heart disease, or cancer. So what it means. Dude on the right, by the way, is Torrey Washington, bodybuilder. Dude's a vegan. Okay, so yes, you can build muscle with plants. What I would suggest is to slow down on the meat and processed foods. All right, utilize plant protein to build the muscle and utilize plant properties to burn the fat. I repeat, plants are safe. Use them to burn fat. All right, these are facts. Fact. To lose weight, here's what you're going to need to do. You'll need to calculate your energy intake. All right, calculate your total daily energy expenditure. There's actually calculators that you can use online. You can Google them. If you're already subscribed to my list, I sent you the actual specific calculator that I use. These are going to be rough estimates. All right, but at the end of the day, what we need to be in is a calorie deficit. All right, so basically that just means that we take in fewer calories, right, than we burn in a day, than we utilize. Okay, so a calorie deficit, let's start with the left-hand corner here, top left, balanced weight. So assume that you are, let's make it real simple, that you are taking in, you're eating 100 calories and you burn out 100 calories a day. That's a way to get a balanced weight. Okay, just below that, at the weight gain, you eat more calories than you burn off in a day. Okay, that's called weight gain. All right, and weight loss happens when you eat fewer calories than you burn off in an actual day, right? So the calories burned should be larger. Okay, this is actually just basic sort of thermodynamics, and I know that you're digging this. Calorie deficits are not enough, okay, because a calorie deficit will get you to weight loss, not fat loss, right? But you need to be in a calorie deficit in order to get to fat loss. All right, so that's where plants come in. This is the big sort of angle, right? To lose fats, I recommend a diet, and I recommend it being plant-based. So plants fight fat in 4 ways. I want to talk about 4 ways. Way number 1, they inhibit angiogenesis. 2, they create a negative calorie effect. 3, they suppress fat building. And 4, they fight fat storage with polyphenols. Okay, so let's jump into some of these. Number 1, plants stop angiogenesis. Okay, so what is angiogenesis? It is the process of growing blood vessels to feed fat and cancerous tumors. Okay, so let me show you this. You see all the veins and vessels and arteries, all the basic squiggly lines that are moving from the head all the way down into the feet. Okay, these vessels, they supply blood to the body, to the muscle tissue, to the organs, to the fat, right? And should you have tumors, they also supply blood, oxygen, so that the tumors can grow, right? So that the fat can grow. All right, so let me put this in another photo here. So before angiogenesis, your body's cool, right? It's only supplying as much blood and oxygen as is needed to your total mass, right? To your total body's structure. But let's say you gain a little extra fat. Well, your body is not going to discriminate. It doesn't hate the fat. So it's going to feed the fat as well. So move down. After angiogenesis, right? You can see that there are a lot more blood vessels splitting off and streaming, and those extra blood vessels are birthed, right? They're created by your body, your body's intelligence, in order to feed your growing mass, right? In order to feed fat, in order to feed tumors. Again, angiogenesis, okay, like the IGF-1 hormone, it was excellent when you were an embryo, right? And your body's constantly growing new limbs, and so it needs new blood to flow into those limbs. It's great. It was also excellent when you were going through your growth spurts as a child, right? And you're developing more and more mass on your body that needs to be supplied with oxygen and nutrients. But when you're done growing and the only thing that's growing is your belly or your hips and thighs, right? Then angiogenesis can become a problem. Or if you are if you're growing tumors, right, because you're not getting the proper nutrients, yeah, angiogenesis is going to supply blood to those tumors so that they too can grow, right? Even if those tumors one day claim your life. Okay, so we want to do something about it. And you can. All right, you can starve your fat and tumors. Did you know that mushrooms and onions have been shown, okay, to suppress neovascularization, which is just a big word for the growth of new vessels? Okay, so basically the mushrooms and onions, they work to stop angiogenesis, right? And so if you're getting heavier and your body is not adapting and sending in new blood vessels to feed the fat and the tumors, then the fat and the tumors, they die off, right? They need nutrients just like your brain needs nutrients. And so if they don't have the appropriate amount of nutrients, then guess what? You stay lean and healthy, right? And you're not dealing with the excess fat. You're not dealing with the growth of new tumors. I mean, this is when I found out this information, it put me over the roof. That's when I knew that there is something in these plant properties, okay, that can save lives. All right, that's all right. Just to recap, I want to let that sink in. When fat and tumors aren't fed, they die. Okay, you get lean and healthy. I suggest adding just one mushroom a day. Okay, make sure it's cooked. Slice a quarter onion on your salad or your stews daily. Go ahead and get your angiogenesis stoppers in place. Okay, your what do you call it? Angiogenesis fighters in place. But look, I want to move on to number 2. It's called the negative calorie effect. All right. So look, vegetables, I'm sure you know, are so low in calories, but they're high in nutrients. Okay, there's a slight little trick that we can use inside of the body to manipulate this contrast. Okay, so we're going to try and get you fuller. We're going to get you fuller, okay, with fewer calories. Check it out. You actually have chemoreceptors inside that line your stomach walls, right? These receptors, they send a message to your hypothalamus, which is inside of your brain, and it tells you when you are full. Okay, so here's what's important. The receptors respond to nutrient volume, not the weight of food. So if we turn to look at this photo, okay, 400 calories of oil, 400 calories of chicken, 400 calories of vegetables. The 400 calories of oil tells your body that, well, this person hasn't had any nutrients. This person's still starving, right? But you still have 400 calories that you need to burn off. That's a problem. 400 calories of chicken is a little better, right? But the body still knows that it doesn't have enough nutrients. Technically, you're still starving. But the 400 calories of vegetables, right? The body gets full quicker, right? So you're not even looking to eat anymore. And you only have 400 calories to burn off. right? Which is actually manageable in one day. How many pieces of chicken would you have to eat in order to get full? How much oil would you have to drink in order to get full? Yeah, so you can see that to fill your body up with oil is going to be 4,000 calories instead of just 400. So let's do an example. A 150-pound person burns 68 calories an hour at rest, doing nothing. Why is this the case? The metabolism, of course, needs to regulate all energy that is processed in the body, right? So it takes energy for me to speak to you right now. It takes energy for you to listen. It takes energy for you to dream. It takes energy for you to breathe. All right. In aggregate, that comes out for a 150-pound person to 68 calories per hour at rest. Doesn't matter. He's burning that, which is great. Okay. A head of lettuce only has 53 calories. How much does a piece of chicken have? Probably a little bit more, right? But a head of lettuce has only 53 calories. A half a head of lettuce, chopped mushroom, and sliced cucumbers in a salad is 65 calories. So let's do some math. 65 calorie salad minus the 68 calories that you're going to burn at resting is a -3 calorie deficit, right? So you're losing weight even though you've eaten. And you've done nothing. You haven't worked out. You didn't do it. You didn't move, right? You ate the salad and you were watching, Power, or you were watching, Empire. You were watching, The Game, whatever. 65 calories minus the 68, that gives you -3. That's excellent. That -3 is going to come straight off. Okay, it's going to come straight off the body. So you get full off a snack, but you still get the fiber, you still get the folic acid, you still get the manganese, you still get the vitamin B. Okay, you're still getting nutrients, right, that are going to protect your body from heart disease, diabetes, cancers, and you're losing weight at the same time. Now, right now, we're just talking about weight loss. Okay, assuming that the rest of your diet is in place appropriately, we're also talking about fat loss. Okay, so plants help you maintain a calorie deficit. Okay, your metabolism has to burn energy anyway to keep your body running. All right, you get fat when you take in more energy than your body needs, and you burn fat when you eat light foods with big nutrients. Okay, so yeah, that person who was like, I don't even eat that much. Well, you had 2 pieces of chicken, right, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, yeah, you could have eaten that all at one time and been all right, but the 2 pieces of chicken, that's 2,000 calories right there, and your metabolism only burns 1,400, right? So every day you're gaining an extra 600 calories. You're in a calorie surplus, sir or ma'am, right? So this is the issue. Plants don't do the same. Here's number 3. Fiber suppresses fat growth. Interesting. Okay, so fiber is actually a carbohydrate. Everyone wants to say, oh, stay away from the carbs. I only do this, that, or a third. You need carbohydrates. It's the preferred energy source for your body. Okay, more than your body likes fats, more than your body likes protein, it likes carbs. Okay, fiber resists digestion and passes right through the body without contributing to what's called lipogenesis, or fat storage. Right, so these carbs that fiber is made out of, they don't even get stored on the body. Right? So I say that a carbohydrate is a good carbohydrate if it has some fiber. Okay, for example, blueberries have 4 grams of fiber per cup. Those are good carbs. You can snack. But why fiber? Okay, so here are the benefits. Fiber enables the body to slow down the absorption of glucose. Okay, so remember, you eat that ho-ho and all that glucose just gets saturated into your body, and the body sort of overreacts, doesn't know exactly what to do with it. Okay, fiber slows down that process so that when the insulin does get produced by the pancreas, it's able to actually deal with the sugar more effectively. Okay, so fiber enables the body to slow down the absorption of glucose, which limits how high your blood sugar raises, which keeps your insulin levels in the smooth, which makes weight loss possible, right? Because we know insulin does two things. Not only does it push sugar into the cells to give the cells nourishment, but it's also at the same time, no matter what you do, signaling the body to store fat. Okay? And so if you're keeping your insulin levels in the smooth, right, then that cycle is a very normal cycle. Okay, it's going to push the sugar into the cells. Okay, it's going to store what's needed, but it's quickly going to dissipate and move out of the system to recede, essentially, and so you can get back into your fat burning mode a lot sooner. Isn't it interesting? According to the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, high fiber diets are consistently linked with low cancer and heart disease rates. One key property to understand are polyphenols. Polyphenols are a kind of phytochemical. Polyphenols fight fat storage through anthocyanins. Anthocyanins in berries. Anthocyanins are water-soluble pigments. They are essentially the color in fruit. So when you see blueberries, the blue color is a result of the anthocyanins. Okay? You see blackberries, the black color is a result of anthocyanins. When you see trees turn red in autumn, that's a sign of anthocyanins. Anthocyanins are responsible for that process. So according to the journal, same study of agriculture and food chemistry, the anthocyanins of mulberries have been found to suppress the generation of new fatty acids by the liver, and they actually break down stored fat on the body. Right? So the anthocyanins interrupt fatty acid synthesis. So even if, say you're eating a bunch of mulberries or you're eating a bunch of blueberries, even if you were going to gain, you're in a calorie surplus and your body was going to store additional fats on your gut, all right, the anthocyanins interrupt that process. Okay, anthocyanins put a stop to the building of new fatty acids, the building of new fats that can be stored on the stomach. Okay, not only that, they're also breaking down the fat that's already stored in the body. Okay, so this is a godsend. This is a godsend. Quite amazing. Side note from the same study, I selected a passage, okay? This is from page 1 of the 2013 study by Chang, and there was so many other authors on here. I didn't want to bog down the text. But here's just a quote. Mulberry, the fruit of Morus alba L, is traditionally used in edible food. It has some pharmacological effects, such as fever reduction, anti-fever diuretics, liver protection, eyesight improvement, blood pressure reduction, and cardiovascular disease prevention. Mulberry extracts contain high amounts of anthocyanins, a polyphenol exhibiting antioxidant and anti-tumor properties. Okay, so we love polyphenols. We love these phytochemicals that provide our bodies with antioxidant, anti-tumor properties, right? Anti-fat or anti-adipose tissue properties, right? So look, let's combine all these together. When you combine angiogenesis inhibitors, the negative calorie effect of fruits and vegetables, the fiber in fruits and vegetables, the polyphenols in fruits and vegetables, okay, like berries, romaine lettuce, kale, broccoli, celery, you get nutrients that battle fat, cancer, and cholesterol for you. Okay, your body is going to handle the fat burning. All right, you don't need to just be on the treadmill. Treadmills are good, treadmills are great, but you don't need to be on it all day in order to get to a healthy weight. You will burn excess calories in the process of eating, in the process of healthy living. It's kind of crazy to me how people will spend $120 on a gym membership, right? But not give any thought to their food. And look, I was like this apparently for 26 years. It took me a long time to figure out that food is at least, I mean, some people say 80%. I mean, it's at least 70% of what your body looks like is what you're eating, right? So if anything, I would spend the 120 on the food that makes sense for my body. I gotta go grocery shopping anyway. That's $400 a month or $200 or whatever. Really like $180. But the point is I gotta eat something, and I'd rather have somebody create the meal plan that I should follow rather than guessing and then going to the gym and hoping that the gym can be my. You still need a plan. I mean, do you know how many fats, carbs, and proteins you need in order to lose weight and keep muscle? Do you know which plant foods will help you reach your goals? Do you have a real meal plan so you don't have to do any guessing? If that's you, then great. But if not, you are invited to the solution. Healthy weight loss is easy and available to you. Look, we know that lower body fat means longer lifespans. We know that high blood pressure is for nobody. We know that heart attacks don't have to be the norm for black people. And type 2 diabetes, we know, does not run in your family. Okay? We can actually conquer these diseases with the right foods. I just want you to say bye-bye to workouts you can't commit time to my body just won't lose weight, to holding your gut in at parties, to high blood pressure, to high cholesterol, to always trying to figure it out, all right, to I have a slow metabolism. No, you don't. And if you do, that's not the issue. To dieting itself, all right, this here is lifestyle. So how much is it worth to see fat drop from your body, to reveal greater muscle tone, to actually see results from your workouts, to prevent type 2 diabetes, to dramatically reduce your chance for heart attack, to maintain a healthy blood pressure, to achieve a clear state of mind, to feel great and at ease in your body? The 90-day solution. What is the 90-day solution? Here it is. You follow my plant-only diet for 90 days straight. You eat only fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and beans, because that's all I've included, for 90 days. The goal is to change your taste buds to prefer healthy foods. A scholar by the name of Robert Cialdini has written on the psychology of liking, right, of preference. He argues that our brains like that which they are continually exposed to. So if you're a person who's only grown up listening to country music, you're likely going to like country music. If you're a person who's only grown up listening to hip hop, you're likely going to prefer hip hop. If you're a person who's grown up eating junk, you're likely going to prefer the junk. If you're a person who's grown up eating fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and beans, you're likely going to prefer the fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and beans. In 90 days, we're going to change your taste buds, right, to consistently expose you to fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds so that you end up preferring healthy foods rather than junk foods. I'm serious about this. I want you to go into McDonald's at the end of the 90 days and put a cheeseburger in your mouth and see if you don't spit it out right away because it tastes like toys. because it tastes like a Fisher Price truck. And you're not willing to expose your body to it. I also want you to drop real weight the right way at the end of 90 days. And importantly, I want you to inspire others with your journey, right? At the end of 90 days, people should be coming up to you and saying, are you losing weight? Right? Because there's no way that you can be eating in a calorie deficit fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and beans for 90 days and not drop weight. It's impossible. It's impossible. Okay, assuming that you're that you actually need to drop some fat, right? If you're already at 2% body fat, you probably didn't make it this far. Okay. On day 90, I want you to relish in the results. And at that point, I'm going to give you an opportunity to stay for more, or you can say, hey, look, I got everything I need. Thanks, bruh. And be out, right? That's also great. Okay. Also perfect. Here's what's included. First, I'm giving you plant-only customizable meal plans. Okay? You eat the plant-only meals. All right? You're going to get the right amount of fat, carbs, and protein. Okay? You're going to transform your taste buds to prefer plants. All right? You're not going to have to worry about eating too much or not enough. And you're going to get to control which food you actually eat and which food you don't. All right, you're never going to actually be hungry, right? Because we've got plenty of fiber in place, all right, and plenty of calories lined up, plenty of nutrients lined up to put our chemoreceptors into a happy mood and to tell our brains that, hey, you're full, right? You've got all the nutrients you need, buddy. Okay, that's coming with the customizable meal plans. I want you to basically remember how good it feels and tastes to eat a fresh apple, to eat a fresh plum, okay, to eat fresh oranges. Yeah, we're going to actually reprogram our mind and taste buds to prefer plants. Look, I'm interested in keeping your eating exciting for 90 days. All right, so I'm including 25 delicious, alkaline, easy to make recipes that will keep your diet exciting. You're also getting the Black Health subscription gift. Okay, that's one amazing conversation starter every month. I send out hoodies. I send out t-shirts. I send out mugs, aprons, anything that's going to get other folks to say, oh, that's interesting. What's that about? And then that's when you tell them your journey. Tell them what you're doing. Inspire someone else to pursue health. But I'm also giving you Black Health audio. Learn exactly how you are changing your body. Learn the fundamental science of nutrition. Okay, it's on audio format, so you're saving time by listening. You can listen to this while you're doing the dishes, right? While you're preparing your meals. Okay, it's all of my compiled research available for private stream right away. All of this is just $100 a month. Okay, but for the I must drop weight soon or else folks, I'm also including a weekly target session. We use the phone. All right. I'm not doing groups. I'm not doing none of that. I'm calling you directly. 20 minutes each week based on your schedule. We identify a goal for the month. Okay. And the week. We identify your calorie needs and we work through challenges together. The basic point of these calls is to make sure that you stay consistent. Okay. So you can upgrade and get everything for $140 a month. All right. So look, the good package, I call it the good package. That's the $100 package. It comes with customizable meal plans, Black Health audio, the Black Health subscription gift, and the plant-only recipes. Okay, then there's the everything package. You're getting customizable meal plans, Black Health audio, the Black Health subscription gift, the plant-only recipes, and the weekly target sessions for 140. But wait, I can hear people saying, man, this stuff is already kind of expensive, man. Well, one, it's expensive because I have to make sure that you're in it to win it, right? But look, here's what I'm willing to do. Join before January 10th, 2018 and get 50% off. So now the good package, which was $100, is now $50. Customizable meal plans, Black Health audio, the subscription box, plant-only recipes. The everything package, which was $140, is now $70. Okay, so you're getting everything and the weekly target sessions for $70. Okay, basically that means for $2 or less a day, you're going to watch your body grow healthier, more powerful each month. You're going to watch your confidence grow as you push beyond your own limitations. You're going to experience the pleasure of being rewarded for transforming yourself, right? With our conversation starters. You're going to be a healthy inspiration to your kids, your family, your community. You're not going to be alone, and you're going to have fun doing it. So look, my clients dig the plans. Sean is a great coach. He helped me drop at least a pound a week. He's caring, compassionate. I really appreciate how he adapts to my wants first. If I don't eat beans, he finds what I do like and gives me that. Okay? Working with Sean helped me realize how important vegetables were to my energy levels. Sean helped me stay consistent on eating the right way, and I can feel my body is stronger. Okay, and here's a little secret. With these folks, I was actually not even having them commit fully to plants, right? I just introduced plants to their lifestyle. And they dropped weight, right? So now I've refined what I was able to do for my first batch of clients, and I'm willing and able to do so much more for you. But look, if you don't like it after 30 days, you're getting a full refund. No questions asked. You can even keep the conversation starter, right? Keep the Black Health subscription item for free. Yeah? This isn't about a money grab. This is about getting folks who can be inspirations to their communities and who I know has some skin in the game, right? And are going to actually be able to follow through when I call them, right? If this was free, people would just be like, well, yeah, I don't really, but when you know that you've invested, it makes a big difference. Okay, so try it out. I mean, that's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And look, I'm going to be straight up. This is not for everybody. If you're not interested in creating powerful eating habits, it's not for you. If you're looking for a quick fix, you want to lose all your fat in a week, it's not for you. You're not willing to commit to plant foods, I'm sorry, then this is not for you. You don't need help staying focused, then this is not for you. But it is for you. The Black Health solution is for you if you know health is a function of habits. You want to lose weight naturally and actually keep it off. You're ready to put the work in for the long haul to make it happen. You care about your health and want to stick around for your family. You want freedom from hunger and disease. You want to understand the science behind plant-based eating. You're ready to rely on plants as your primary, not your only food option. Okay? Not your only food option. After the 90 days are over, you can move into sort of a flexitarian lifestyle where you have meat, right, on occasion. But if you're serious about the 90 days, all right, the plants are going to become your primary food option. You find value in having someone there every step of the way, then this is for you. So here are the details. Pay month to month using our online membership platform. Okay, you'll be charged on a month-to-month basis, which means you can cancel anytime within our member center. All right, yourself, you'll just go to cancel or whatever, and you will not be billed for the following month. Okay. Alternatively, you can always send me an email, and we'll make sure you are canceled out. You will get instant access to online meal plans, audio series, right in the members area directly, right from the time immediately. Once you are confirmed, I'm going to send you an email, and I'm going to ask you for your hoodie, your t-shirt sizes. Okay? And then I'm going to have that delivered directly to you. All right? So make sure your address and email address are functioning and usable for. To get started, email me at contact@blackhealthhq.com. Put good package or everything package in the subject line, depending on which one you like. And I'm going to immediately send you the links to your respective package so you can get started. So look, it's simple. The 50% deal finishes on January 10th of the new year, 2018. Share this webinar with anyone you think needs it. Anyone you think needs the information. Post it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you like. Just share it. Okay, before January 10th, and let other folks get in on the deal. Look, at the end of the day, we have to be everything we can be. Because the truth is, your family doesn't need you to have abs. You don't need to have a rippling six-pack in order for your kids to think you're cool. Right? Your family needs you to have health so you can stay around. Right? So you can be present with them. Right? I'm just going to show you how you can get both. So send that email now. Email me at contact@blackhealthhq.com. In the subject line, I want the good package or I want the everything package. Then we get started. All right, folks. It has been an absolute pleasure. Great speaking, doing my first webinar with this Black Health group. I hope you enjoyed it. I cannot wait to hear from you very, very soon. Peace and love.